Hello everyone, Mortar here. Welcome back to our Darkest Dungeon Let's Play. Last time we went through the first two scripted dungeons of the game. It went pretty darn well, although we did gain quite a bit of stress. Let's see what we got. We have Hylomania locked in. How lovely. As one of the things that will probably have to be removed by special curios in the dungeons, but we'll get to that at some point. Luckily, with both Hylomania and Plutomania, we were able to dodge all the Kleptomaniac procs in the second dungeon of the game, so we didn't lose out on any money or any curios, so that's pretty good.
The pews set straight.
Right, we have the ability to stress treat our people, which we are gonna get into in a second, but first of all, let's see who's new and willing to join us. Considering this is the beginning of the game, we're basically gonna be taking everyone on board. Don't need to spend any more of the crescent here yet, since we don't have the deeds. And we don't really need it for the roster size, at least until next week. So, where do we go next? No medium missions, which is a bit annoying. That's my preferred mission type. Which one do we want to do? Most of these items suck. I mean, minus 10 stress is nice. It's nothing exceptional, but that's what we're gonna go for. Considering we need deeds in the early game, we're gonna go for the deed mission. So explore 90% of the rooms. Let's see who wants to go with us on the mission though. Natural swing is really nice, especially in the early game. First level 1s and level 5s are where this is probably the most important. Accuracy, that is, because later on you have items to circumvent your low accuracy and skill levels and weapon levels, etc. Alright, so curious. That's pretty annoying, honestly, but I think you are gonna come on the mission. What do you even have? You have lunge, so there's that. What about the other one? The other one doesn't have lunge. Might not come on the mission. Beast Hater doesn't really help that much in the ruins unless you fight spiders. Follow-mania is nice for the early... well, it's nice in general. We're always gonna be fighting on full light. Wield Foe, well, that has to be removed. Nervous Bleeder as well. There is bleeds, but it's basically in every dungeon, so we can't take the Shield Breaker, it's fine. Leper. We meet again. Why do you even exist? I don't know. I don't like lepers. The issue with the squad is we don't have a healer, so I think we have to take this Vestal, even though she's kind of stressed. The thing is, we don't have a stunner. I'm kind of thinking the Plague Doctor again, because he has the best skills. Oh, she has the best skills you can have on her, at least in my opinion. Disorienting Blast is debatable. I think I gotta take both of these, like this as well, so I can lunge. No, that doesn't make much difference. I could possibly do this. So most of the time I'm gonna move first, lunge, and then I'm gonna start spamming thrown daggers from position 2 after I move with Shield Breaker. She doesn't have Serpent Sway either. It's unfortunate, but I think we have to go with this, so we have stance for the backline. And this team comp has amazing backline access, by the way. Everyone can hit backline. Plague Doctor can double hit backline. We can hit backline with the Grave Robber, with Vestal, and with Shield Breaker. And we actually got an item for a Grave Robber, which is pretty funny. I do not really like Grave Robbers. Honestly, I think Hyomen are way better, but what gonna do with the characters you're dealt? What? God-fearing? Really? Sort by stress, actually. Well, I think I'm gonna stress read both of them. I don't really need to increase these, I don't think, at least not now, so I do save up on Bass. And you don't want to save on Bass at least until you get Sanitarium. Unless you get a lot of people stressed and then you upgrade twice in here, but we need the crest for other upgrades that will await us. And we don't want to use the Tavern because you can lose trinkets in here and money. You can win some sometimes, but I'd rather not try for that. And let's select trinkets, which we're gonna use one of. Debuff. Do I have any debuffs? Technically I do. Technically this reduces accuracy. Nothing else is a debuff. I want it. I mean, it's minus speed, but you're pretty speedy. You know what? Let's not do it. Let's be safe about our speed. All right, let's go. Short mission again. Shovel, double key. Holy water, some torches. I always take one extra in case there's backtracking, and double medicinal herbs. This is gonna be the ordering, is it? Yes. Wait. Yes. Let's go. I mean, there's actually no reason between having Plague Doctor in position 3 or position 4 here, but it's okay. Like, it could have been just like this would be exactly the same, essentially. Oh, I didn't do the skills. God damn it. Mabi, lunge, Storm Dagger, Flashing Dagger. I've never used this skill before. It doesn't actually seem half bad. It's only minus 33% damage, and you get double hit. Although you don't need bleed resist in this dungeon 99% of the time. Unfortunately, we don't have Serpent Sway. I suppose I could Captivate for my Grave Robber, but we're probably not gonna outspeed her. Grave Robbers are pretty speedy. Oh boy, well. I don't want none of your goblets. Oh, I need it from position 2. Okay, well that's fine. Please let me move. Yes. Well, this is higher accuracy, so
decimated.
There we go. That's a good crit as well, moving this guy into position 3, meaning I could stun him with the Vestal if I had a stun on the Vestal, which I obviously don't. That's alright. Don't have to wait for those too long anymore. Again, early missions, not high accuracy, focusing the Stress Caster as much as possible, even when they're stunned. That's the basic principle of mine. You know what? Oh well, I guess in this situation, it only made a difference because we started... we moved after the shield breaker.
Well struck.
That's nice. Not for the damage part, just to get the stress heal off. And that's the annoying part, I can't hit from here. At least not hit where I wanted to go with. Which means I'll probably move the Grave Robber into position 4. I don't actually want to move forward, though it has the most accuracy, so I'll just go for it. Let's be safe. Nice. The really good part about Shield Breaker is the armor piercing. Don't have to worry about much protection at all. Which isn't the most relevant in the ruins, it's better in warrens and wield. But that's okay. Can't hit position 1, huh? Kind of like a Crusader. A little bit. Alright, I want you in position 4 instead, so I always... No, not like that. So I always move into position 2. And I don't have to worry about anything. I will pick the Curie on the way back. There's actually no reason in this situation to do it that way. You want to do it that way only when you have a longer corridors of backtracking and you're basically stacking up your inventory or it's still full, so you want to use up more of the items you have, like torches and keys and shovels and stuff, just to empty it out. I'm gonna check this corridor if there's any cure. Oh, does trap count as a curio? There's nothing I can see, so just go back and go the other routes. We are gonna go to that room, probably. Alright, this is fine. Please let me off speed. Nope. Please no crit. Good, 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 good. So the question is, do I want to stun here? I think... Is the blade better? No, let's stun instead. And then I blight. Okay, good job, Jack. Ah, never mind, that was better. He is dead. Good. Let's go for a hit. A bit riskier than solo healing, since you can miss and don't get the heal, but it did work out. Not very necessary with this team comp specifically, since we have a lot of damage. I'm gonna actually AoE here. You are dead, good.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I generally don't take Plague Doctor that much into the ruins. Which is probably a mistake. Plague Doctor seems to be really good in here. For one, they are not very resistant to blights, actually at all in here. I mean, it's level 1, but still.
Faint hope blossoms.
So yeah, that seems like a good idea, actually. I generally would take them to the Wield to get a combo with them and a Flagellant to just stun / bleed blight the backline, but without like the vial for the Plague Doctor, that might not be the best of ideas.
A handsome reward.
Oh yes, we got more deeds. Yes. Give me those. Give me those.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
No scout ping, eh? Let's go check out this corridor. Ping, that's fine. Nothing of value. I'm pretty sure I saw the second tile already. Pretty sure. Come on. Pretty sure about it. Let's go down. We're gonna check this corridor on the left. The bottom room. You know, it's not very fun that my vessel is getting focused by those. She didn't get focused by the courtiers much, but
The path is clear.
the trap hurt too.
Require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, regular scout bang, it's fine. I don't think this is actually the last room. I think the room after that is the last. Which mania do you have? Oh, you have the Curious. Curious is just a little bit less terrible in comparison to Klepto. Although I don't know if Klepto can proc on everything. Curious probably can. Yes, more deeds. Even though I took more torches, this layout is not the best for us. We don't have torches left. Let's not go there. If I had more torches, I would have went for it. Also, depending, if we get a scout ping, I might just go back for it as well. Depending how this fight goes. Which we should be still fighting in mostly fully lit. Oh boy, that's pretty lucky draw on the deeds. That's actually super lucky. I'm gonna use it immediately to lower the stress. That might just guarantee that we go back for that curio back there. This is gonna be the last room of the dungeon. At least the one we have to go through. Okay, so the reason I actually went for dagger throw there and not for lunge is because I always have lunge on number 2 and pick on the number 1, so that's just my bad. Wasn't meant to be like that. It's a good kill. They're pretty much all gonna focus on the Plague Doctor, which is annoying. They do extra damage to the Marked too. So here's the choice. Most of the time I'd rather kill the Weber. One, they're faster, two, they can stun, three, they mark. But this guy hasn't moved yet, and it's not actually very likely. It's 50-50. Yeah, it's actually 50-50 to kill. Good.
With impunity.
Good. You were indeed lucky there. Try getting a blight for you. Nice.
Back to the pit.
Do extra damage to the blighted too. Kind of forgot about it. Definitely do not use grave robbers enough.
Confidence surges as
I just want this fight over. I don't want the plague to get hit anymore. They have decent chance to crit as well. Let's continue. Let's see if we get a scout ping. We didn't.
Or is it merely
Well, it can only be a corridor fight. It shouldn't be too terrible. Okay, there it is. It's not a stress fight either, so we're fine. I didn't reposition. It's okay. Luckily, it went according to the plan where the Grave Robber moves ahead of the Shield Breaker. Oh, those speed roll on the Shield Breaker must have been terrible. Let's make sure that this guy dies. Or, well, at least attempt to make sure that he dies, which obviously he didn't. 1 HP will definitely be the bane of our existence in the early dungeons. Oh, you know what, and actually all the dungeons. Don't you hate leaving enemies at 1 health and them killing you then? Unlucky, or didn't calculate well. Okay, you are dead. Let's heal. Actually, there wasn't a reason to heal. Since he can only hit position 1 and 2, and this is the last fight of the dungeon, we're full health, should have went for a hit. Okay, look. That's not how I trained you, Shield Breaker. I like the class. I think it's amazing. Camping missions are annoying because of the fights with the snakes, but please don't let me down like this. Good.
another abomination cleansed from our lands?
Alright, that definitely was the last fight. Unless we get fight to spawn for us, we're gonna pick that. We're gonna go back for that curio. Time to risk that boy Shambler showing up for us because we are gonna snuff the torch here. I do want the most loot possible.
Darkness closes
Gimme.
in, haunting the hearts of men.
Can also use the torch on the table to get full light for free. Well, for 1 torch. So unless I get an immediate foot ping, I'll continue going there. I wonder what that could be. We do have basically all the items we could use on the curio, but the herbs. Just a box. All right. Not sure if it was worth it, all the stress. I'm not gonna be using this trinket. While I mostly do use Hyomen with melee attacks, the -10 accuracy for ranged skills sounds atrocious actually. 6k gold, not too terrible for a short mission, got quite a bit of deeds and deeds from the mission, so that's good. What goodies do we get here? Perfectionist. God. Last gasp, not very useful. Resilient, it's okay. Slow reflexes, well, we know who's getting ditched soon. Very soon.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence.
I suppose I should have upgraded the stress treatment, huh? Only got half of it done. Right, but now we can actually learn skills on our characters, which is great, and upgrade our weapons and armor, obviously.
Alrighty,
Who wants to join us? Dog?
Make no mistake.
Shieldbreaker.
We will face
Leper.
ever greater
Nope.
threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
So, like, you know... Your friend here is pretty crappy. I mean, Natural Swing is amazing, but both Curious and Slow Reflexes. Natural Swing, though. Do I keep one Grave Robber? Like, it may be weird to you that I'm asking this right now, but I'm basically preparing the squad for the Darkest Dungeon itself already. This is not just some random people jumbled into our squad. Ugh, Natural Swing though. I mean, the most important to remove is Curious. Slow reflexes will have to go, but she already has high base speed, so I think she does stay. No lepers, please. Question is, do I want another one instead of this leper? This leper. Like, I hate lepers. And we don't have a Jester or a Man-at-Arms to even consider having lepers, really. But 3 Grave Robbers? I guess I can give her a chance instead of a leper. Goodbye, leper. It wasn't nice knowing you.
This one has become vestigial. Useless.
Well, let's prepare for another mission. What do we have? Alright, that's where we're going. Whistle is amazing. So the interesting part about the whistle is that it says plus 20% scouting chance if torch is below 51, but that still works when the light is above 51%. And I'm pretty sure it goes down to only by 5%. Let me actually verify it on Wiki. I'm 99% sure that's how it works. Scouting whistle. With above 75 light, the scouting bonus is 15%, while below 51 has no bonus. Thus, the second scouting bonus is net 5% compared to highlights. Wait, what? Yes. Exactly. Right. The other trinkets seem crap, so that's where we're headed. Unfortunately, we still didn't get another healer, which I do not approve of. Tough is, I suppose, okay. How's the doggo? Nervous and Ashen. Well, Ashen shouldn't matter here. Nervous might. I mean, a Holy Hater is good to take on this mission. What skills do you have? That doesn't matter, we can get any skills we want. I suppose... I mean, I really don't want to take Reynold. He has Klepto. Let's take Dismas instead. Though... Ironman is not the best with dog. Unless we do use dog as DPS in the back line. And I would prefer him to be stunning. Shieldbreaker, I really like a Highman. He is super speedy, so he's gonna go into position 2 here, maybe even position 3. Okay, now we need a healer, which we don't really have. And by don't really have, I mean we don't actually have. Do I just go triple DPS? Dog in the backline? Quadruple DPS? Sounds bad. So the way this combat is gonna look like... I'm probably gonna lunge into position 2, then I'm gonna do this advance into position 2. And the doggo is just gonna be sitting in positions 3 and 4 all the time, so it's not gonna be actually stunning, it's only gonna be hitting. Maybe stress healing as well. We don't have any healing in this mission. We need Vestals and even Occultists, please. Please, game. I'm embarrassed asking to get occultists though, honestly. Alright, let's treat some people. So I suppose I do need to upgrade this place though. Can you go there? Come on. Yes you can, yes you can. Alright, double upgrade. Oh, it's a triple upgrade, huh?
Rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Expensive, expensive. Let's just do this and then preserve our boss for now. We need it for sanitarium. I can't spend it all over there. Righty, we do want the skills. So we're gonna take that.
May fall, but their knowledge lives on.
Alright, so what do we want? We basically have everything. Most of the time I use Pierce and Serpent's Way on you anyway. And Expose to move back. I mean, I guess Puncture could be useful. Oh, we could be marking here with the dog. %25 damage. But I would need to be in position to... No, it's not gonna work out. I want to hit the backline, so that doesn't really help much. I mean, it doesn't actually have damage penalty. Sure, let's give it a shot. I've never used this skill before. Man, we'll get Slice, Duelist Advance, and I will go for Point Blank. I love me some Point Blank sometimes. Point Blank, Duelist Advance, and Pistol Shot. I do take Tracking Shot for bosses, but right now we don't need it. Position 4, you're only gonna be learning healing. You pickaxe, that's all, and all our money is gone right now. Do not approve, definitely do not approve. But we're going on this mission, so we gotta prepare. So Other's Kiss, I think I'm gonna stick to Impale. I don't know for how long I'm actually gonna be in position 1 though. This actually moves me back to... Let's Expose. Let's keep the Other's Kiss for now and see how it goes. Although we're gonna be moving into back into position 2 with what's it called? Point Blank. Wicked, Duelist, Point and Pistol. Hound's Rush. I mean, I don't think you're ever gonna be in position 2 in these fights, so I'll just get Stress Heal instead. And you... Pickaxe, Lunge, Thrown Daggers, and Shadow Fade. Trinkets, we do have some. Not very good ones, but they exist. So who gets stressed in here? I think the dog, because he has nervous, so I'll just offset that. -10 accuracy for Hyoman. How about no? I mean, I could go for that. It wouldn't be the worst in this specific situation, considering we already have Duelist Advance, but I think I'm gonna skip on it. So, what? Oh, I didn't actually pick that. Lunge, Drone, and Shadow Fade. Let's go. The short mission again. So over prepare a little bit with that extra torch in case we get to backtrack. And let's see how it goes.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Tad bit of backtracking. I wanna go this way because this is not the room exploration, so I don't really need to go there at all.
Packs laden with loot.
If you want to read the journal, go ahead, but I don't find it that interesting. So in fights like these, you want to Serpent Sway first. This is no stress fight, so might as well take no damage as well. And especially in here, since we have no healer. No healer at all. Just kind of scary, not gonna lie. I'm also gonna point out that it's very, 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 very likely that I'm never gonna use these dog treats. Actually, if there is a fight with double stress caster, I'm gonna just use them immediately, but most of the time I actually forget about using them.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We don't need the duelist advance here.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
As you can see, this is basically how our team comp works. We launch, duelist advance, move around. Now I would move forward again. I can duelist advance next turn as well, and I can shadow fade. And maybe do some point blanking or moving back with the shield breaker here. And also, this is not like any kind of good / specific comp to even go anywhere with. It's just, you know, we're working with what we're dealt. So I definitely do have some comps that I do prefer over the others. Mostly trying to control the combat with stuns. Okay, I will use the dog treat here. And I think I'm actually gonna use the dagger to make sure that the stress caster dies. Hopefully I outspeed. I did. Good.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Still gonna use the dog treat though. And use the other one for the other room fight. That might actually be the end of the dungeon, that other room fight. Well, neither is guaranteed to kill. We were pretty lucky, we also got the riposte up that way.
Them all. Their formation is broken.
Exactly, now I can point blank, and we are back in this positioning. Do I greed? The question is, how do I greed? With heal or with stress heal? Let's go with stress heal. Full greed. That's the reason I went for the greed. It's 50-50 if he hits him.
Be wary.
And he has low accuracy, and even if we dodge, he doesn't. He does get hit back. I'm gonna get this on the way back. Same for this. I actually should have been taking everything on the way back here, not only that. Did I not reposition? I mustn't have, because she's in position 1 now. I mean, it's alright. Everyone moves in this team, so... Yeah, that's pretty bad. Please don't bleed. Fuck, we don't have bandages. I should outspeed with her next turn. Let's keep stress healing. It's not very high, but I still think it's worth it. I'm actually not gonna do duelist advance here. I do want the shield breaker to move. God damn it. And he did get the bleed. Yeah, that's the unlucky part. Oh, I never mind. Never mind. We have the pick to the face. Get him, girl.
Well struck.
I was wondering how much I can read now. If the dog went next, I would have healed on him, but he didn't, so... Let's get the kill for free and move on.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
There's no fights in here, already scouted. I'm gonna check out the corridor to the left of the next room. Yeah. It's just some bleeding, don't worry about it. You're gonna get fixed up in the city.
Paid for in blood.
I mean, you can definitely trust doctors from city named mistakes were made, right? Right? Let's check this corridor out. A little bit more. Alright, I don't see anything, that's good enough. I guess I could have walked all the way at that point. Oh, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I will probably feed our grave robber here. I will definitely do, unless we get a food ping in this corridor, then I won't. But if we do not get it, she gets the food. She gets the cake. Alright, so most of the time you do not want to touch these, but I'm feeling lucky. Like, I don't think the reward that you get of the bookshelf is good enough to warrant going for the risk. Oh boy, my favorite enemy. Madman. This is gonna be fun.
Obliterated.
Wow. Wow. I'm speechless. Our grave robber just one-shot a madman. Just freaking wow. This is probably the last fight, so might as well go for the block trade. So Madman, if you hadn't fought him before, is one of the most annoying enemies in the game. High speed, stress caster, AoE stress caster, and has dodge. So that's a very deadly combination, and one of his stress, I think the AoE stress is like it works like a dot as well, which is super annoying to deal with. This should be the end of the dungeon as well, but we're gonna go forward, obviously. It isn't the end of the dungeon. Impressive. I was actually hoping for it to be, though. Okay, well, 2 more fights ahead of us. That's actually pretty terrifying.
If only treasure could
I kind of feel like we've used up our luck already. Can't eat more in case of a food ping. Okay, we absolutely, definitely need Serpent Sway first turn. Don't move me. No, that's not the uppercut, that can't move me. So most of the time you would only use Serpent Sway in this fight after you deal with the Fusilier here, because the AoE hits, so he just breaks your block. I really need to block the point blank. It's okay that he used Rain of Whips here. Just need to be safe of the point blank. Finish the back line. And aside from that, the order of me killing the enemies is I would do it all the time in this fight. Always the AoE guy first, and the melee guy, and then the big boy. Let's not read anything. We still have another fight to go through. Still have the Serpent Sway, so it's fine. Could have blighted, actually. Probably should have, actually. Actually. The post is still up. Heh. I mean, I do want to launch. I really need the shield breaker to move next. She should be faster. What is your speed? 6. Well, he is dead to the bleed, but yeah, we were faster. Point blank on our character would have been, you know, pretty deadly there, pretty deadly. And it does tend to crit quite a bit too. Right, no food ping, so I can eat the rest of the food. Possibly on the characters who take the most beating. I'm gonna Holy Water these characters. So what Holy Water does is it increases your resistances. I want resist to bleed in case there is gladiators, but there aren't. Okay. It's a madman. It's fine, it's a solo stress hit, and on the character who has the less stress done.
The birthplace of dread.
That's as long as we hit, that's fine. Okay, we killed them, good. That's okay. Just don't hit the grave robber, please. Okay, good. Oh, nice. A bit unfortunate, but that should kill him. Good. He has dodge, so it's not necessarily true. I am gonna stick to position 3 here, I think. And against what I usually say about this 2 enemies that I fight is I'm gonna kill the guy who does more damage. Specifically because of the grave robber, he can actually hit her from that positioning too. That's the soldier's perk basically. The other rubble guy can't do that. Stress down. That's the stun with movement. So both stuns, stress, and dots go through the block. We're pretty lucky there that they didn't. I don't want to put Grave Robber into position 1 or 2 here. That's why I'm not going for launch there. I should be able to kill the boy too. Right, the end of the dungeon. Good.
These nightmarish creatures.
Is there anything we can go back for? Nope. So that's gonna be it. Let's leave, shall we?
More bones return.
Alright, we get the deeds, we get the amazing trinket we want for our, not Grave Robber, for our Handmaster, for scouting. That should yield us some nice early secret rooms, some nice money. Didn't get any crests, which is a bit surprising, considering we also went to Ruins. Almost level 2 on Dismas as well. The way you want to level this game in this game is basically you want to spread out the levels, so you don't have like level 5 and then level 1, because you have level restrictions on the higher difficulties. Golf Scrounger is nice. I mean, more scouting is always good. It's ascetic. The doggo is not, you know, not doing so well when it comes to quirks there. Valorous Gifts. Pretty much useless. But
She has paid dearly for her freedom.
this is gonna be it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. So, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see what this Shieldbreaker is about next time. Bye-bye.